I'm here to, obviously, I'm sure you all saw the title, Justice for Omar Badjie. So yesterday, first, I just want to say, I'm from Mandinari, Lamin, right? My parents, my father and my mother are all from Mandinari. My grandfather, my mom's father, was the last alcalo until he passed away. So my family is from Mandinari. My dad was born and raised in Mandinari. My mom was born in Kerawan, but his father is from Mandinari, and they are the alcalos of Mandinari. My father was the last alcalo, and he died during Yaya Jammeh time. So when he died, his brother now is the alcalo of Mandinari. So when I'm speaking because my community is hurt. I'm speaking because my people are hurt. I'm speaking because this is family. This is family. So yesterday I was just in a meeting and my staff kept calling me. They were calling me. I didn't even know why they were calling me. And my reporter just said, Fatu, udino minka duko okay, Allah garden or wala banta. I'm like, all of a sudden I even forgot that my family have a garden there, because my grandfather has this big garden in Mandinari. And this boy's uncle Tumani used to walks in the garden. So he takes care of the garden. They pick the cashews, the mangoes, and everything there. So he brings the entire family there. So this boy was very young when my grandmother used to go there. When we used to go there, I didn't even know him. But since Tumani, was getting much older, so he brought him, this boy. We call him Boy. So I didn't even know the name Omar because he's called Boy. And he's also named after one of my uncles, Uncle Omar Ture of Lamin. He's named after him. So then everyone was calling me, and Kajatu came because we were reporting Lamin Badjie. My girl here, Kajatu, came and said, Fatu, ato manke Lamin Badjie tide, ato mo Omar leti, foi ma lomba nko no, ako nyine kanaja ma megolun ka foi ko anata duto fe nan so kono jam. Anata kasuja ni rimo fe nan so kono jam kaja hawaya kina. Like, oh, okay. And the first person that I thought of was my grandmother, because Omar's family are very close. My grandmother is very close to them. She manages the garden, so she knows all of them. She will call them. They will come and take the money to go and do all the work in the garden. My auntie Hawa works directly with this boy. Right now, she's unconsolable. You cannot even console her. She's crying. She's just devastated. And then everybody tells me this boy and his uncle are the breadwinners of their family. If he's not at the garden, he's doing construction work. If he's not there, he's in the river. Namantara garden abe biriklala. Namantara biriklala. In fact, kunu yuko abe wolala. Namantara biriklala abe bato abe nyemutola. Everything he's doing to help his uncle Tumani to Puruka family take care, because he knows that people are saying my voice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know, you guys cannot hear me properly. So it's devastating. And then I keep making posts telling people, I trust the community, because the community are telling us that this boy was beaten by police officers. They found him sitting, they found a small joint with him. And they came after him, running, beating him, and all of a sudden, then Kabriya Alonko Abedaming, because obviously Motoboy at the Rayasamba police station. Actually, I forgot to tell you, he plays football too. He's healthy. He plays football. He's very healthy. He walks in our garden like itoleka nitola garden obe farafara. Itoleka kasuo tombo, itoleka dutol kati. Ni parete mako e kasuo be tombo ya sitini bagol kono. The boy is healthy. Ning garden will slow down to when there's no fruits there, it's slowed. The boy goes to this river, and he also does construction. He does all of these things, three things to help his family. So I don't understand if anybody says he is, a Borita like a father, somebody who plays football. That doesn't make sense to me, and I'm sure it doesn't make sense to a lot of you guys there. And I want to say, I trust my community. I trust my people. I trust the people of Mandinari, because what they are telling us, the boy was beating. That's what the community are telling us. That's what they are telling us. So when this happened, the boy was allegedly beaten, and then they rushed him. When they saw the condition, they rushed him to the Mandinaring Health Center. When they saw that the situation was getting bad, they took him out there and took him to Kanifing Police Station, Kanifing Health Center, where he was pronounced dead. Now, the youths were angry, rightfully so, because one of them was taken away. They were angry, and they came out to demonstrate and to show their frustration. As I speak to you, a lot of the youths have been arrested. Some of them are my cousins. My auntie's house, Mane Kunda, all the young boys in Mane Kunda have been arrested. These are my cousins. They are my cousins' children, and I know them. So this, I cannot imagine somebody is killed, their friend is killed, and they cannot even figure that out, and now you took them and put them in the cells. In this day and age, in developed countries, what the police will be doing is identifying who were in this incident. We cannot say they killed him right now until it's investigated, until post-mortem is done, right? That's what will determine what happened. But I have pictures of this boy that I cannot even show on. You could see mud all over his body. If somebody was not malhandled, his body will not look like that. I don't know how he was handled. I don't know how he was treated. But the pictures that I have of him, where he was laying lifeless in the hospital, is horrible. It's horrible. Now, you tell me that nobody touched him. He was just running. He fell. If somebody was just running and he fell and got sick, you would just pick him and take to the hospital. But somebody who had poto abalo babal and everything, you're telling me that person just fell? Remind you, this guy plays football. He's very healthy. He also works extensively in a garden. Our garden, I don't know, I can tell you the garden is more than from Newsrat High School to the other corner of mine. That's how big that garden is. He works with my auntie and some of his brothers there. He does construction work. He also does fishing sometimes when the garden is slow. So this boy is healthy. Now, if you see the picture of this boy is lying there lifeless, you know he is very, very healthy. Now, we all know more kafanole in any circumstance, but something like a trigger. Because he was sitting there. He didn't just die sitting where he was sitting. Okay, if he was chased, somebody chased him. If he fell down, somebody chased him for him to fall. That person needs to be identified. But instead of identifying the officers who are involved in the incident, the police gave us a statement that has more questions than answers. And secondly, they went ahead arresting all the young people, kicking them, throwing them in the van, and doing all of this to the young people of Mandinari, arresting them when their friend and colleague and their brother is dead. But as we speak, whilst a brother be lying lifeless at the mortuary. And this is what you call justice. In serious countries, the government would have issued a statement yesterday telling us they heard about this. And I think it had to get to this point for the IGP and his men to understand that Gambian people are not just objects. Anytime peaceful protest happens, nothing happens. The young people will go protest and they go home. But anytime people go out on spontaneous protest, somebody gets hurt, somebody gets maltreated. We have seen what they did to Aluba just 2 weeks ago. How and actually nothing happens. Not out of this, all of this, nothing happens. The police can maltreat or malhandle Gambian citizens, and nothing happens. And this is why I tell people, who is policing the police? Who is policing the police? They can do whatever they want and nothing happens. Now, as we speak, Omar's family are devastated. The community is devastated. The young people are languishing in police cells just because somebody in their community was killed and they got provoked and they went out to demonstrate because that's how they felt they can show their frustration. You malhandle some of them. We saw videos. These are not allegations. We saw videos of police kicking these young men and putting in the truck. You kick them, you manhandle them, take them to the police station and dump them in the cells. Gambians will remember this. These and all other injustices meted on the people will be remembered. And I think we will not forget. Just because we don't do anything about it today doesn't mean we will forget them. It will be in the records. And I think governments should know that this is getting out of hand. We also what happened in Jabang. In Jabang a few days ago. We saw it. What happened in Jabang. And they will say, oh, I'll be on social media. Somebody used to tell me this. Oh, I'll be on social media a day. Yes, we will be on social media a day. But remember, we did the same thing for 22 years. In fact, 22 years in Bukaf, in Kandale. But there's totally people went to the commission and testified that I did this and I did this in a family maluta. Nte malam fu mol kanyina wala ba nyimban koka. Mol kanyina wala. Mol kanyina le ko TRRC keta janne. Hanna try wo molu miniake. Imam fa bari yemalo min soto. Yesi Gambia be nyato mol ya fa itele kari fa ya fa tenne ya ke tenne. Billahi wolu ngo soto la. Andu fana fu mol nyina le ko fanan ko ala fango be kontibo la le fe on fenke bantam. Mol kanyina le ko nyim place and everything is going to be finished. I don't know. President Barrow told us when he was elected, go. Gambian people, Gambia di whole karantale. Ya jame karantale, nte President Barrow karantale. But I keep asking this question, President Barrow, I karantale bang? Because this is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking. More mini alanko, and I said this last time on my show. More mini alanko ye accused ko ye millions. Millions and millions. And I keep saying this, you know, people say, Gambia Police Force. Nemoye saji ringo sunya sajio. Warai I jikabo sunya. Warai ba sunya. And on that sajio nimba, it doesn't belong to the state. It belongs to an individual. For example, it belongs to one Madi Jobate. Ite katale ni osungo muta, yo osungo la netalo ta ya plaster Facebook everywhere. But the bigger thieves who are stealing our resources, stealing our land, stealing our money, making people die, because if you steal our resources that are supposed to go to a hospital, you are killing people indirectly. If you steal money that is supposed to go to children's education, and those kids are not educated, you are killing the dreams of those young people. But when the police prosecute these people, do you see them put their pictures? Gambia, I want you guys to reflect. Do you see them put those people on Facebook to plaster their face? And no, when you say something, they will tell you, even government, until they are proven guilty. But these poor and desperate people who, because they have no jobs, because they cannot provide for their families, because they're selling one single joint, when you neo muta, you will ya para pasar Facebook auto, ya mentally torture, ya brutalized, dunia beyaje, ibo takele jere bari sumbal. From all of us, you don't put those people out there because what is that? Is this the country we want to continue to live in? We have to tell each other the truth. At this point, this is not about being a journalist. This is not about being an activist. This is about being Gambian. For how long can we continue for us to see our people being treated like this? Omar is a very hard. I just spoke to my grandmother. Akonye ko fatu. Omar nati ngodu to min nati ni wato kono kar it's not even 2 months ago. He came to my house here to brought mangoes because my auntie gave him mangoes to bring to my house. Ne du tol kati ne kasol kati ka do jani nyele ya sambanya na mbama do mal katara garden not he will tell them alfa do fatu kala kasol al do sambay al do to samba fatu nyele so kono. He was the one who brought it just 1.5 months ago. He was the one who brought it. Now mantara garden note. He did not want to steal anybody's property. He did not want to be those thieves in the system. He works hard for his family. He works hard to help his uncle. He will be in the garden. Ning garden no slaughter. He goes to the river. Kanye mutoke. Ning nama wontara woto abetara construction ora. Because he wants to help his family. That is the kind of young man he was. And he also plays sports. He plays football. Now somebody like that, ya tarabe siring ala join kuntunding ababulokon. Ya baindi. Mandinari is one of the most peaceful communities in this country. Very peaceful people. Now if you go there, you're doing this patrol, and you know we must speak about this new recruits, huh? Look at how every protest that they went to, how they malhandled people. Look at how they malhandle every peaceful protest. This is something we must call out. Police station or me, I tell people when they call me, I know they will treat me for 3 days and they leave me. Because at this point, we are all at risk. As long as you speak your mind, you don't speak to what they want, they will take everything away from you, including your freedom. And we must not let that. We are the voices of our community. I am from Mandinari. My grandfather's brother is the Alcalo. My grandfather was the Alcalo. Before ni Alcaldo and Alcalo mimbotaje afara atelembama ulumbama la din float. I am from Mandinari. My father was born and raised in Mandinari. Now, I am not going to be silent when one of my people is touched. And this person, and I said it in a write-up that I did yesterday, this person works directly for my family. And he's a hardworking person. I don't know him a lot because I don't deal with them. My grandmother and my uncle deal with him. He is in our garden every single day. So these people are hardworking people. They are not interested in stealing. They are not interested in stealing. They are not interested in, who is my moderator? Because today I'm not in a good mood. Anybody who brings negative vibe, you're done for the rest of your life in this page. Let me just, you are bad for the rest of your life from this page. So I'm just going to, I'm sorry guys. I'm not in a very peaceful state of mind. Sorry guys. Sorry. It's sad. It's sad. Yesterday, my son, when I showed him the pictures of this boy, he said, Mommy, I cannot sleep in my room. Mommy, I cannot sleep in my room. I'm scared. He said, Mommy, do you think I can even go out? He went. I woke up this morning to go see my grandmother. I found his bajo in my grandmother's room. Every young child or young person who sees this man's dead body, that's how they are going to feel. What is our government saying? What are they saying? This is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking. No family should go through what this family is going through right now. No family should go through what Tumani. I'm going to call Tumani right now, his uncle, and ask him who this guy is. Because I think if I keep speaking, I might just say stuff that might not be good. This is crazy. I'm going to call Tumani, and I'm going to call my auntie, who knows this boy, who works with, not know, but works with him every day. Yeah, let me call Tumani first, his uncle. And the youths of Mandinari who are in detention right now, they should release them unconditionally and stop this bullshit because it's... Assalamu alaikum. Tuman.
Hello?
Tuman.
No.
Fasulalo, maybe nyadi?
Ina jambe
Kairo.
Yeah.
Tuman me program all to sign tenti. Mol be la moy kan follow se masa min keta. Kenyi ninka jumal ni be Omar fola mole nun dindin sifalo Omar ti.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Mbatunga mol ni ninka follow fo ke moy. Are you hearing Omar? All right, Omar Mbatunga, hold on. Sorry guys, I just need to remove the earpod. Sorry. Okay, I just need to. Tuman, Alkat, can you guys hear him?
Yeah?
Unko lafte yin kala mundinin sifa long Omarti.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. So ala tentu balom. So dolbe so kono janne jamu baji kundaleti. Okay, then Omar fama denta bakilim fakilin nela.
Ha.
Omar atala ko be bentele bulokon. Katunte safono so kono jang amara ro nyinga ha talante nyinde mutindi ngol bara talante nyimbe bentele bulokon.
Tonya.
So min ko min keta wonyama sa e baji la ko Omar. Ate haninte na do ko soto ngatele bula jam do ko la. Ano Omar tinnin no mi alon ka balu atarol. O sate kono janina tay mul be nyinin kay ba fole. Fententol bulo kono bar nene tata non kasu kankangol to mi alon ko mbe kantaro la ji kam ko la ji no Omar le sendi ji abi ji do ko la. Wala kadiam nyame. Wala jandin na kankangol to.
Ha na kankangol nya ha.
Alla kankangol to so Omar le la bandana ni wato don te ngado ko le so ko mi daga maso yale ke so mufta wol to kata wol to wala na ngate ko la ni. So serunda mala anin hawa man do ko ke baro sangol berani hawa le ka do ko ke. Okay, Omar mun dinne me anko afama ya tel dam ma so to tinke ke bar ko natelen afama tinke tinke follow di di musol so da tinke follow mo ateleti anda tel mara renga afama la ko anda afama be dame san sa fono ala njuru tale ko so afama e kelo le so to mi alon ko mota fono la asingol la njuru tale hansa ngata mun ka diam nyame bi tenting afama man tara jang kunu subala afama ta jara ro ko sa be jara ro le ko ninga mi so to na fe nga diala ay ta jara ro la so Omar fon kunu naka aka fonye ko na bota do gudula la ko do le senna afama ya tata dame jara la nka ko okay so ndebe la rembon ko na tana Omar la ko mo fonye ko ma keta tende bar Omar mu dinne ne timyano ko tonya naka ka balu atarola ko mi dinne fonnin kellom mota fono la fonnin ketende bar abtaro aka balu won
Hawaii wal fon hawa ko nyiko na man tara garden to abe construction to warabe abe nyemu to la abe la ko nyaka tu teste so dronal
senden ka diam nyamen tenti ya tara da men wala manina la fure bungoni
manina
la boss fure bungoni manina la fure bungoni abe do ko lota abe kenyo suman ka woldo ni ya tara jel
akam to ya tara la do ku la to tenti
ya tara la do ku da to tenti ngabe fure bungol tabe sumaniro kenyo le suman kan fure bungo to ku ala boss la bula kenya sumango la polisi na e do ko ke wo finti tala we da sa ma ko do diala adata e da sa mo sanga murunda nan doron ñu ya karji sa fa da sa ma tala fa man da sa man defa mo to fono o ka tonte mamma be ndemi so ko no janne nata ki baro ko ni nim boro tata loptano to na karji wonya so Omar mul dindine ti miyalon ko tonya aka balu atarol ko la fanan kabrin nyin ko nyin keta inata ya fonya jan talan kan nin klima fa 11 ma fa on dafa mo masongol te du bari ci mom bu ka do ko ngal la ko kam fonyon dinne ko la dinne won nata na so astaghfirullah abe musulne mo mi ya do ko sakatara wala ya ba ko do ko la loptano to so wona da ko nyeko bari iko kare iko nyeko Omar de ani police le dun tanyola bari abe loptano do ngaji ani police dun tanyola be loptano ta ko nyeko ha ka ko samo ne keda akonya de malon de bari dinne mo minu ma be de iko ya lipale amam fenke no ya han ko le ya lipa amam fenke no sa samanan loptano do nata na ngakara Omar nda ngakara nyamen de alala ko to nyaka nte musilme dingole de ko ngola la mo ka miya ko sini sama yomal kiyama bida lola ala nyaati limola de to kela Omar de ka benda ngakara loptano do ngakara nyame abanta wala sanan nyam ndanga matala bi ni yitan killing dafa mallo no akunto mbije nata si bandan nata muruna kabo kana talan killing kan jandin talan fula kan inata ka ko komi loptano nyinta manan ko nola so ila saka samba kani finne right ay dala ko jimbi so ndanga chika wolto bar kabri nga bondi loptano ko nyamre ka commencé ka kanka mo fay de ko man te fon so bita wolto ko man jiki so tala ko na sita wala nyama ngambulo la kan bita kan Omar ibuka lande no ni alande ay nyenkele nga kom aka murun ne ko te Omar man fenne ke no abuka diam ka ba bota wo ndanga ji loptano do lumbina fo banda tende Omar man diam mo
so
li parole o ko ndela jero to li parole o ko because mo men ka balu bele stifta
abalo ketanya abalo be stifta
Steve amanke dolale abalo bele Steve ablu buka ngoji abalo buka simbuka ngoji to abalo bele Steve ikamra ko momi alon ko borote aussi la momi alon ka borle ko la laba ka borle prom ndolla jam ka bon sa ko ka bonin josono to loptano to kata ko la laba jena ke sans petrolo ke dam anda ka football ke anda ya tara kendi yare ma be do ko la last week bota 150 bags le ko se kan bloko o sa fo no man kendi o man ne man complain to le heart attack la an wona ne man to lost family jan to ne mo soto hanna tara soto le fana bara nene man finti abara pour moy nyaayaade to nene ma moy o mara e bi be heldiri o mara ndede banya to nyanta ko no la ko dilum kar le ngata rabe laare ngata ka dan ni ala tema amante ko mi Omar banta nyaamen tentinde bare ni ala tema ka wala ko de karantale ni mol ni linga de karanta janne kam bayla karam mo jam ko ko de janta ko président bandindra mela karam mo ko mi bulole man ko be famale bulole ma ko be wala na man karam o ban par ça nete da sen o sen fono la Omar ko balten fono la Omar le ko ni Omar balo bele stisa amam fane penne keno amam diam no moy ko Omar ye tande ay di Omar be bannante bulo ko no lo tabo ko to ma fa won al dele be siri na kunto docteur o ben no ma musunni ngo minata kan ko mandi jam o bulatan no so loptano te ko loptale ko mi ambulance loptale mo sabayta ndolle tata so yine keta Omar la problem dele be siri na kunto ngulo be dundi nga siso kono o fo nga katala nga bulo wulindi nga bulo muta nga jindi o man ya bulo wulini ya samba da makatu wolo ya mburu dina braki ni ji clean so nga muta wala nya ko jange futala tabo ko to rek an yo jita ko de kam tena kalamta ndem mam fam mutano ko mi dinni ngala mi alon ko abendele ko dan nga ke nyalon mam fam mutano ngumu be jimbiri ngakumbo ko mase deni arate ma docteur o famala ko nyako no imunya o sof ngalon ko ati akalam tale ko mate hanya ka kontol narbe ko do ko so to nya docteur o li la kato damo kele bi ngate na la tini mo nyi kana ka bi man ni nariya ya kato damo kele lo tano nyono wala kani finti wali atare sanya ni ko yan wote fenkeno la ni ko docteur o na dala cheka jibe mo kilinde ko on denga minje mi alon ko nata cheke wala docteur ke bati wala nata na kamo ma nata nan ay masimo la tan ka cheka jibe alon ka diu jita ay kibaro di commande jita bante nga kalam ta juna so ata ko lan tan tan ko to manual ko ba tenta juma sali wato le fe so mata no ko juma sali ko la nata kibaro futandira ko mi nyine be kiri o se to konante ko to mati to len siji ko to ma ke ba man tara jamia wulu bare ko to ma fulanya mo bijana nin dul so ma wala ko nga ko nyine be kiri ajila wala be kiri so after ko ni keta wala nyama so Omar atabe tenti men ko do kon bare yini to nya na ke fondi mobile ko so ngalon ko do bijan kanka mo fam so ko no janda ni dunta na njabe kanka de ma jale jan atale a be sene ay nyambol sene je ati wa mo sene je pura fa mai ibe dunna so ko no daga kanka de ma jale atale a be sene anani tata sate ko no jay se mi ko no wala to Omar atale ka do ko ma ta seno ke moli yalla ni yaaju atele ka do namas kan ko soto avita direct gadi noldo ay ta lo nyi nola ay lo fara ay na wa ko dam mala la do ko naman do ko soto ay ta lo nyi no na lo soto ay na fara naman do ko nan soto ay ta do ko fete o man ne man tinyan so ko nyan ko tilo ko ita be sirin so ko nyan de na ma kalam tada ene ma kalam ni aji dawda balo be nori ni anyi ka bota nan do ko la wala la fakata do ko o dam ma do e ka je wol so ko ni Omar la ko be la rentol bo nyanda nan ndol da to nyana ala la kero lo bare ule be keri mi alon ko anyanta mol nyanta jibe la bakale anda nyanta jibe la bakale ko so tumala mina mol mi nyanta kantol ma ko na kananu boli na murun kantol ko li fakam fa to nyalo nje mampala natara ko komi iko e min kara ko ko ne nyamo tara
laftana la wala to laftana la wala to jani kana woto bayri ye kuma kilim foja wo kuma ya tabake Omar benun ala doku dulale bade mandina ring fure bungot ala atena la boss le contrat ko sto bole doku kan atata la dasa mo sanga nata ya tara woleto abala doku dulale so ndema ming understand and what I cannot figure out how ye motara la doku dula you ended up iko obe borikane mo understand
okay
because
idol ko yatara la do comme ito yatara la do kudula ka be yatara la do kudula o nyi min tonti o so kam defata lokkano to ngabo nyi tarati kam ne ngeta je be charge nga be dori nga ko don ko sanji ma be marari nyi ko la ye siadi dole kambe na moro le ko wolen siadi wolen bitola ke ba de ko wolen siadi woko atani apa atani boy ate boy tara janale tara joino le ba buloko kabari joino tara buloko no anata fa ko mbe sambala station ot
e joino tara buloko kay mbe sambala station
le tara boy buloko no so ako boy ko mbe sambala station ot boy ka ko ani ndita no station ot ndebe do ko la jan so be nyo sabola bita station ot so afani boy nyo prepare so boy ya katale fo asembo atati so boy ko tata fa sika fa ko ala ta boy ta ko ala na ta ma boy fa boy man na boy limo so ala na ta ka tam boy sika la modalo ni wala bota la jibo ko na jolonta so atena ta boy muta bulo ta boy la do ndiko muta fenti apa dinga pour kala mobile ta ako boy wo fatu ta bulo wala nyama woni ko rota kabro woni ko rota ta sa ataka mo nyore ko ala bayndi this morning tente ma media dole na tan jam ninga mo ta telefon ji boy mutana na kunu fu don te ta telefon ji ko ito kam ko te ka kuma pour le konte ko sa ko ya nyore la boyta bo nyin ko te ko atara nyamo le ko na abi pitiri mutana wolde nyin don ko ya nyore la boyta so which is one
so it all ka statement sabale fatol family right now dol ko aya nyore la boyta dol ko aya tara nyamo le kono
ha
dol ko
nyamo ko don ta telefon ji ya mutata no nyamo ko do lati isa ko no banko an do ni balo so mini ya je silo wol ko ya kurundu nan ya sambana ya han ko ple e ko ya sambana ya kurundu na wala nyama ya sambana to le min control boy so ko mi ya ko minu witness
boy sol mini ya witness
minu ma be tay bo ko so don tata je la katala boy sol mini ngam ya kadi wolle ka o ma ko wala wolle na tan ko mo dinna
wol ko nyaadi
wol ko ya mutale din do le ko tata je o ko ambe ma ko wala janna mutata la ko hey ala kana buro da ke nyaadi le tembe ala sambana tara ya mutale almanya na ka kete ni fati nyekito ko yo ko lipal
yo fana lipal
porta la dun ta korda min be je bala wala na boysol mi je ko be dine boysol ko galti dun na jam moto por la dun so ko ale min mutal bo sa so ito le min fotele ko ito ma keno san ka bo nyama ito ko kabi anyura boyta amon fen keno ina ta ya tika na wala nyam ko ka sama masti malaka sama station
no bari tumani mbe stop la je because ya lon kamin fo ntol nga Omar la netalo minje abalo benin potolo kaba kumoto kabo akumoto fa singol to abe itele netalo ta itele akintole
na natalo sen kabrin kabo bugo monam manina lo tano to yalla fanon ka video parce que ma ala son tata jena konan fonan mo try sa ne ka natar bare before the video nyinkela rek apa di computer nyaade ko nyako no we don't allow this no problem ala to ko ala lo tano lan taten ko no laji
bari netalo minu fintita e minu tandi we min tandi kaba kumoto because ni mo boyta dron kenting ali achika wo kumo bete banko sotola abalo bete po netalo be fele netalo is so you know netalo baby nyaming wo netalo be nyaming momi ya lonko amang ima kuruntu wo balo te so ndela ftala kambandi wala testimony leko because nyin netalo nyin jibeten abalo be jibe akumo kaba kumoto katas adlal beto abening bankolo abetu abalo be jibe asingol jube poto la nyami ajube asingol bening poto so nyin netalo momi yalon ka boyta le dorom nyin manke netalti mi yalon ko iko yenyin boy pusle wara ya tara fenkol ya fenge ye momin kuruntu ya wata wala be nurul na lis ka ba singol to fa balol to so mo I just
wala ke tan dafa mo le understand no momi an ko ya nyori rek aboy da bar ndeka wala so en ko sani atata nata ito le ya fa to ko so mona ya tara la do dulane ya fa ndi aboy te le ya fa ya nyori aboy te le ya fa ya muta fa te bri te le ya
exactly
ndema wada mali ji do so tete tara la do dulato ni bay di momi ni boy ta sa tele asabu di borta ndele ngefa di momi ni bay ni nyori di boy ta ndele ngefa
yep As long as abala custody le. Yeah.
Only
A joint drug dealer be faring in banko kan. Mol be sunyaro la nyim banko kan.
Tonya. Dini mo kasabaro kila. But Omar, suo kono jan, temni ala tema, mari man tatala tema, mienta, ano ni murunta yo malkiam, atele be nyini kala, boy na malu jan, ay sabaro kente nyala, wala suo kono. Ne mo nyini kaya ikapo yung kani boy bukasab. Ani so kaya yung kakapala ni boy bukasabaro. Apa sila bantale? Yes. Dini mo lang, dita amanang kunmon. Puning kilo. Dita kata duko la, ate kata ala duko la, ate ala duko la man kekiling. Ate sabaro keno la kila, ate makalamta. Bari jan suo kono jan, dini mo benni ala tema, mari man tatala tema, nene ma sabaro ken na suo kono jan ne man sabaro ken ka ko alota ay sabaro nde ngasika sabale tan ngasika bula 3 years back tan ka tem yami nyame ngasika sabale ngasika bula yes barisani boy de nyame entende ngabalo ya boy mo heltiri mo te man boy la saka ta boy de nyaadi le mi atina ni boy da ma nyori itamra fa e bari to ko ya nyori so ya nyori la boy da nyamo ko o balo ketete ya mo ta nyamo le ko o balo ketete aw mo kino la nyaadi le
Bagre
lata fanan lata dinni wala min ya foko ya ni bale ya furu
Tonya mfana lata wolle
la anu doge ni tata jibela last na ta lo mi anu ko ngasu bi andele ni akamu jibe ni ado believe akamu ji malla wol
mbot akamu malla wol ha last ne talo min sutiata ba ke ha
akamu dende mo jibe
ha
akam faso jibe ala dende mo la ya jibe yeke tanya ana kamu be lare dama ke la oda ma o ma ko oda ma la kamu buka murunno wo karado
tenno wala nyinne talo wala nyinne talo
kamu be lare wala nyama
wala nyinne talo ha
akamu be lare wala nyama kamu manta murun kan karado
ko yaje
akamu ka murun
banko jibe akumoto kaba akumoto for duma banko be wala to so what I'm trying to say here iko momi yalon ko ya aboita le drong ali a chika banko manyana tarla wo balo bela kaba akumoto fa kamoto
nana ta dole ko sen loktano to mandina le loktano to nana ta dole sen dita ta jibe ala ko mo tendi ngabe nana 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 ta kunda ma ba sunul ma ko na ta bini banko lara
ha
ni da ma fay ma sen yero ba ni ta jibe na ta mandina le loktano to wato ba
afele afele akoma be ajibe akoma be fanan be nim bankolo
bankola
akoma be
karo le ba nyanda dada to karo le la kato dango kelena we paipol ko le luwa frate ni
ha ngajele paipol bele dial
wala la saya ko mon ndi to man ko tanya de ko nyoni taka ka bi mu kula ka ambulance ko non bo sorry bul man na tem ko
no but yalong ngamin fo nim police ol koy tolma Omar Badjie okay that is their version bari funding kelo minu fintita ka protest nga jele be kikla so womun toli evidence le ko itol ka ika butero kele ka to kunum fongo ga mandinde funding kel dol min fintita e kikle be malhandul ka so how can they tell us ko ndolbe la no le tolante I tell people I believe the people of Mandinari minu ko nyeko he was malhandled that's what I believe Tonyati
so unfortunately for tembo minto e modol mutajane mi alon ko mam sonke ko sonte badi mo ko bijane mi alon ko mam penke wo be bokan nan e yale to ni wolle naneda ya jento be sila nyim korda ko no wol mama ke wolle jandi inte fama la pura e sija wo bokan nan suwole ko no ala suwo ko no pour karana jam ko sango
min keta
do paral bol tan ne ko silo kanyam ko ina dal ko suwo ko no enta man tara jam bari kan ko ni na dal ko suwo ko no jam
iko ndafta na la woleto iko
ya gaso fa dindi mo bijane dindi merem ton bijane dindi mere la mo yesi kale tade dindi bonko ne sana male pour ka ma ko yini so enton jang sango bento la jam to de mera ka wala ito le mol bayina ni soro pablo mol bayina na ba may na ka tiya gaso fa jam woni tiya gaso fa jam mo jelle di suwo ko no jam na ka mate ni sam ko mo na ka na jam ba mo de siare na no man ni na jam mo to tan na jam ni alon ko 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 suwo ko no jam so ni ito na de tiya gaso fa suwo ko no jam dindi mol do batari ni anon tay wo bali wo to ko na suwo ko no kana ndeni wol silo le bente mo boda nangi kana ka dinya re nyakito ka o mambori ko uduna nyakito ka ko wa fana ndole ko so ngal be dama de la justice la no mo li boda na ise namba ni na mo boda na ise tan den natra idul man ko la ko attention on nyimbi na warala ko san tembo min dinu wala ka protest kala because e mo ni ta kote
because to be honest niaje ni mole protest ko rightfully right so ka protest number 1 yela mole fa secondly molbe sango kono alina ka tear gas fay wo so kono fana an to nya fu nyoye that is so inhuman mol yeta ko tenke yeta sango tear gas fay sango dulato mu yan ko mo bin fata be loptano ta niyo man ji folo fam alita tear gas fay wo so kono naturally nis mo fata mol bitela so kono eta sango konto ali tatia gas fay wolka mbo fula ali fondinkel be arrest ali e fay selokon nin dindingol finti te right so ka finti right now because fondinkel min be mutari nyanti e bulalal inyanta mol bulalal yete la hajola because atole ila mole fata fo ali ya fale deliberately for mistake olom but he was under your custody now being nyanta min follow police officer solu wole nyanta tarla under investigation inyanta wole la badio tale bulu not these young people kataka wol fay selo ko
la wala te mola ba sa mete mo min to to la frena pour yeni mol bula no den ngana lomba kala nyaade le bo ngol sai manta fen do ko to ko justice la ay tama ni ñu te mana ko tonya boy ni to le afa de ngala mo notification o nyanta kala le on monday so pour ñu de la rim bandul den be la mo la mi ala ko ise ma ko no nata mo la paka ma ko en be dani ro ni na mo la paka mo ma ko justice do ndi woni na ko la ay do nyin kam ma sama ikana se nganka ke do la so bini ake jam adia da sama de mo do ila kenyen ala but nin justice soto ta nyim molto asenia da ko ni mo keta tempi be kila tentin pour min bati na sama ikana ke mo do la ito la nyin na wata ta le ata mo no la na atata len tinta murundi nolana ani nga kele nyawunya ate murun nolana foni mo mi yandi ko rata kote bari sa ndala bena justice kama ni ñu tema ni mo se ma ko ndo do le ni nga mo se ma ko no mo se do non pi to sembe tel do lan do mo fuaro de tente tel ko ko ka balun tarola nga febele nga to mo ni nga to mo bini ala ma ko sama ni ma so to nga nyini de min dila dindi mo la ke bali e famuta den ni ala ke ma hawayel lonne aseniata set ni nyini nga ba fulele nga balun tarola so ko no jam anu ala e ma ko wala bakele le bolu kan tarola mimmo kuare ya kalim famala jamanu ko yantu bi le bolu kan tarola tolle bakata kam min batela la mabuwa kon bare be bola ko nyaade le ni mi so from hanto di maw ite fam ma ko no so ko ite fanan min to de dikri min na ko hinto bota je wala nyanta ko tol ma ko ito di o tan du ko
yeah
sa de len tinche ke ba ti korda ko na janna botan to da ko len ke ba ti san so ko to ma panta len ba ma panta sa atelen tinche ke ba ti so ko to ko na be dikri ni ko na bota ya to ko na sen to la place ota sana ya te bundin ko ko san sangi mara ni ko nan be ke bala mi ko wolbe karamolla ni bo la karamo tra dan ko wulji ate do ma nyina na se ko bo seru na kana na nyina na ta mani na de do fano ta be dire tra ka ata nyina la pour ka ken no so san ni do wolbe karamolla wol man sensi ko do bo karande kan pour wonda na wolbe karamolla wo sangi mara wolbe sensi ndole bata ko no jandol ta nyini ngam bata me bo ko ko min dolti ta min na fara min to so na ma ko ni ko buri no aka fama ma ko no fana da do ji sai min do ta da fon kan dol ke bata jani ni ngini ngol ke la kala sangi ma ban do ni ngini do ma ko ro mo so do ma ko no ko na na ni justice kama la sale so la dala mo se sta ko sta no mi alon ko aka kala justice le pour kam ma ko so la dala ko do man sembe so ko se do no mo ya alon ko be lo la ko na man ka ko da ke la ni wala ko se do no ko police o chele ito kile nyaonya ni do ta kat sembo do ni man do la so mi am ko be background ko dan te tenke no la gi par exemple de min ni ka wala ni ko pula ni dindi min ya lon ko ni dindi min fata tendi am mo nyol ni freedom o so ko wala fana kana se kan ka ti mo do la to be mu Gambia ti mo ni be ba ni kan Gambia de ko diare ko la na ko liya do ko na la mo kan ini nyata ka mol kanta woni ko liya do la mo kan di mal tin la kata nyini ndiro ko kata nyini ndiro mo mi tata nyini ndiro leta ta ya kare ta wona ndo ma sinna suwol ko kata nyini ndiro so ndo be la fere wala ni mo so ko mi an ka se lo non pi salam na ala ten bu ba ke nan da fala la ni so la dala mo ko ci sisla mi alon ko din mo nyi ate tata le to nyala mi ala ya ke nyaaw nyam bina samala na ngala na ba de ni docteur di la ko wala ba samala na ba de to nyala to nyande bari se mi rafini kili ne kana na mi alon ko mo bi be benna wala mi yomal kiyama ite sondale manson ni mo fay sondale manson yomal kiyama se ni ale bari janda ki be bule bala yomal kiyama so nyin na ko to nyala on tele ngaka ke damburu mi ko man taw mo ba lon na le so hada ma de mom hada ma de man timma wala ala yeb hada bade ngoto la isan na wala hada bade ngomanti ba nga mexo ka to nya fo nyi o kuma ya da bagal de ko to nya no ko mo ndani ni ko to man de ja dinin kita tonya tinga ko ko kari imanyin ci dar ndep man la bun ko non ko kari imanyin ci ter manana continue wala na jama ke jama ki janna ke jan ika ko bi han o bandele ko ko nan te din ngori din te da ko disu ko nyam pa mala karol bar han te mo ken ke daga ika marandin tilla han ken ke da fayen ko mande na fa ni ne ke dan ko ala na ke tenti ni ko nyani am te dia nalla moy ke balla ko ko jama ko fen ke daga ikan tele tambe wala han ni ko be kiri yen tele tambe kata kanana ko dinno ni ay lambulo ko ko bi ni siri nyamendente to nya ni ko yamen be ko komi wolon ko man ni ko le min ko lon ko hada ba dimo mi mo nyo balu bu kaati mi mo nyo balu bu kaati fo te ya kalam tay te min be siri ko so ro balu ba dimin nale bari te be siri kadi mo le mo ya to bari malo bari dimbe tol kunto bi amantara mo kunto adu kun na kanana bi min be tol kunto bi amantara mo kunto ko so fota mo la mi alon ko to kana jiki dala bari min be tol kunto bi ani ko ya ta ko na to ko no ko so ate ba ma banda para ba ma dinni mon dina kan janne be kumbo la be kumbo fara amma ma janne be kumbo la be kumbo fara oda ma dama bu gando on defa ni mol ko ngi ne ngi ni te testa tente de diam no de mo bala to diam bani ni testa tente de diam mo ala mo ala natalo ni ni bi se le ni so kala te ki bi sa ani media ko man dinge ka ki be o so mo ni ngam mira tambano ana le nyane ko dal ala lalo
inshallah sila ngabedi alala yemin fo wala kumayata justice moli ila family lafta justice lela family kamin demand follow funding kelo akafinyo mali yemino arrest family ka min demand wala ye wol fanam bula bayri bi family be ni toro min kono wodini wol fanam bola kono woto ke muta police station o kono wo manyinya Fulanjango family coming in Kawolom justice day. And I think Mansakunda Nyanta understand lale. And naturally that should be the next step ka investigation okay kajibe mune is ninsabu and in Jumale akuoke mimbe keleje IKJ. But family we need la support from the family. I think we'll talk to certain people and we see if we need to open up something or I don't know. But inko ngay kumandi ngal na konna mol fanam bijele right now so itol nyanta program ol dol kala je so na kata nyaaw nyaadro be kila duwa mo ngaduma yam
okay
mol be kontanya barka Lamin Fati is calling me. I think he is in Mandinari but nga call nga jibe fabe update deal mol la bang then after the best log out lale and then we can have Lamin Fati nyole program o teko Lamin Fati ha ebe mitol okay mbati yang update mbe live le yam hold on Lamfat mune be mandina ring bi ni somanda kabral saraje
apa kata Pak saya dengar main sada ko jam ako mo manen dina ka ko mo manen lay ma ko mo non kun panigra funda kun nimpa mi be ñola ay somanda sande brala ngala fondin kede dula demuda sande kana ma Pakistan ka fodon kana ko banjo ni pula fondin kede bula an ngi da bara an ngi so ni justice tu ko sande mate mo sande bele school ba sande ambusula akela akibala bidia sande kana ka fundi kana ta banjuri sito mako mete mo gana
ole ke woto sante be minkel ante be lockout lale then atol sita live kodi ali atande mimbe keren kodi okay all right thank you barka Lamin Fati so I'll say Lamin Fati join we will see if we can even open Yona wallet wave and others. We will put something out for the family if people can support them immediately whilst they figure out what they can do. So we will set up something and I'll put it on the page. If anybody can help them whilst they are going through this, we can do that. And then later we'll also try to see whether they need some legal support or whatever, you know. But thank you guys and join the rest of the team. They will be live now from Mandinaren because ako sati mol pe fintitale funding kel ndi ngol musoli ko ilafta justice lela ilafta la mol mi ye muta ilafta yebula. So we'll be caring right now in Mandinaren. So we'll be going there right now. Join Lamin Fati and his team. Thank you so much.